Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some more Hearthstone. Today's a big day, the first day ever that the new Tavern Brawl has been introduced here into Hearthstone. So Tavern Brawl, play a new challenge on a weekly basis. Let's hop into here, see what this is all about. Alright. The two epic bosses of Blackrock Mountain are settling things once and for all with your help. This is an event that's going to be ending in 4 days. Apparently, ooh, win a pack for your first victory this week. Sounds cool. So basically, it's going to be Nefarion versus Ragnaros. I don't know too much about this, but apparently it's going to give us like special decks from what I've read on Twitter from people that have actually been able to play this. I have no idea what's happening here. This is like completely blind. First time playing this. I'm very interested to see what this is going to be all about. Will I be facing the computer? Will I be facing other people? Will we be having specific decks? I don't know. What are the rules here? What is happening here? I'm very confused. But, I mean, it threw me right into the game and didn't allow me to pick a deck or anything. Apparently, we're actually finding an online opponent, though. So, one's going to assume we're going to be using special decks facing other people online. That's what it sounds like to me. So, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm interested to see what this is going to be like. I'm apparently Ragnaros. All right. I can dig this. I can dig this. Ooh, new cards. Oh, so we got Gar. Whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/3 elemental with taunt. Okay, I'm keeping that in my hand because I want him right away. Corehound puppies. Summon 2/4 Corehound pups. Flame Imp, that's obviously good. And a Flame Strike. Okay, I think I'm going to like this deck. 1, we have new cards. 2, this is like all fire-based stuff. Living Bomb. This is what Baron Geddon would give you. Choose a minion. If it lives until next turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Wow. Oh my goodness. What in the world did he just put out? Dragonkin Hatcher. What? Wait, how much mana did he have to start with? I'm so confused. How did he put out that giant thing? Okay, apparently we have our own custom emotes. I am just so... Apparently I have a weapon here by default, Sulphurous Death Rally. Your hero power becomes deal 8 damage to a random enemy, whereas right now it's summon a 5/1 Magma Rager. Oh my goodness. This is a lot to take in at once. This is a lot. We both have, like, a ton of health. This is freaking nuts. This is so much fun. This guy, I'm facing Total Eclipse, by the way. So this is an actual person, not a computer. This is so nuts. I love it. I love it. All spells cost 3 less. Are you serious? That's not exactly a good thing. Okay, so I can kill off like most things he has. I have a couple living bombs that I can place. I can place those living bombs to wipe his whole board. I can also summon some Corehound pups. Pretty cool. Core and Dire Brew, another legendary. What's he do? Always wins brawls. Battle Cry, add a brawl to your hand. Okay, so no matter what, if I throw down a brawl, he's gonna win that brawl if he's on the board. That's crazy. Okay, what do we do here? So I think we Corehound pups. That seems like the right idea, right? And now we put on a living bomb on you. We put on a living bomb on you. And attack base, I guess. Because no matter what, if these two guys don't die this turn, which they can't, I guess that was kind of a misplay now I'm thinking about. I'm just so overwhelmed by like the amount of new cards and new things to do right here. I should have put out my Corehound pups because he can at least kill them. Right now, both these guys are going to blow up. And if he puts out any minions on the board, they're also going to blow up. So let's see if he's stupid enough to do that. But yeah, his guys are just going to blow up this turn. Maybe he'll want to do damage with them. Maybe he'll want to do 9 damage to my face rather than killing my Corehound pups. But regardless, his guys are going to die. And in a couple turns, I can get out Gar, which will be pretty cool, I think. Gar would be a cool legendary card in the game itself. He's one of the bosses in Molten Core. Yes, he's going to wipe my board here. Now both his guys are going to die off. Does this guy have Wind Fury? No, he just didn't attack. Okay. How in the world is he at 7 mana? Wait, I must have missed something. How is he at 7 mana? And I'm at 2. Wild Magic. Add a random spell from any class into your hand and it costs 0. And there goes him, all his guys. I like it. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. Those Molten Giants could be potentially fantastic. Now, we're going to summon a 5/1 Magma Rager onto the board where hopefully he doesn't have an answer for it. That's my hope. Is he doesn't have an answer to immediately get rid of that. And then I have a big scary guy on the board right away. This is fun, man. This is nuts. I wonder if he plays against friends. Like, I'd like to play with my brother and some of my friends with this as well. That'd be fun. Toxitron! I remember him, kinda. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Ah! He answered me. He hit me with a hot answer. Ooh, alright. He's got a Blackwing Technician, which means he has a dragon in his hand somewhere. That doesn't really help me too much. There's tons of dragons. Plus, all the extra dragons you can get from these guys, because we're basically adding in a bunch of cards that aren't actually real cards in here, like Korin Dire Brew and Gar. So, now let's see. We got all this mana to play with. Ooh, that'd be a good card. Now, what is that? At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage. Okay, so I can still kill off the things that he has on the board. Now, the question is, what do I want to kill off? How do I want to do this? Now, I could coin into Gar, which I think, yes, I should coin the Gar and then kill off his Blackwing Technician, because at the start of his turn, he's going to deal 1 damage, and that's going to allow Gar to summon a 2/3 elemental with Taunt. I'm in. I'm in. Alright, so we get Gar out there. We kill off that since my 5/1, because this ability was going to die anyway. We decided to trade that out, and now we have a Rock Elemental, a 2/3 with Taunt for 2. Wow, that's actually not too bad. I just hit my foot off my chair. Ow. So excited, ladies and gentlemen. So much fun. He's going to assassinate Gar. Okay, okay. That would be that's a very good spell he ended up getting. Out of he cast a spell a couple turns ago. It was Wild Magic. It's his hero power. Add a random spell from any class into your hand. He just so happened to get assassinate, but it's all right. It's all right. Now, if I could take a little bit more damage. Uh-oh. Dragon Consort. What big scary dragons are you gonna be trying to put out? What big scary dragon? Oh, a Dragonkin Slayer. That's not a real card. That's okay. So also damages the minions next to whoever it attacks. Okay, that's kind of scary. Well, Flame Strike doesn't really help, but you know what does help? What does help is Korin Dire Brew, which is going to add a brawl into my hand. He always wins brawls. All right, so now I have a brawl from the warrior. And now I'm going to take a bit of damage, and that's going to make it so I can start getting some Molten Giants out, which would be pretty good. I do have a Flame Strike, but I do have a Brawl. Hopefully, the idea here is maybe he doesn't realize that Korin Dire Brew can always win Brawl, and I can clear the entire board and leave Korin Dire Brew alive with my Brawl next turn. It's a question. I don't want to hover over him, because I'm worried he's going to see me hovering over him, and he's going to think, well, I should read that card too. No, you shouldn't read that card. Open the gates. Fill your board with 2/2 whelps. Okay, then. And Wild Magic to give himself a random spell. Okay, he's out of mana. Don't trade. Don't trade. Just please don't trade. Oh my goodness, don't trade. Go face, go face, go. Yes! Don't. No, he can't trade. Never mind. I was going to say don't trade because I was like worried he was going to kill me, but it doesn't matter. All right, so Korin Dire Brew always wins brawls, it says. I'm hoping that means if I call in a brawl that I'm, no matter what, going to win it. That's the hope here. Also, I can get out Molten Giant for free after this. So come on, baby. Look at all them people. Korin Dire Brew always wins brawls, right? That's what it says. So I should win, right? Yeah! I should actually keep attacking with this weapon as much as possible, I suppose, because once the weapon goes away, my hero power becomes deal 8 damage to a random enemy for 2 mana. That's pretty good. It's like the power of Ragnaros, the card itself, but a 2 mana ability, which I totally am down with. So we got Baron Geddon, which doesn't seem great, but the Fire Elemental does seem great. Oh, he's going to Rend Blackhand! Oh! Alright, so it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I'm really thinking that we Flame Strike his 1 card. As sad as that is. Because I don't want to give up my Giant to get rid of that thing. I don't want to give an 8/8 to get rid of an 8/4. And I, of course, don't want to... that Corehound Pup doesn't help. I don't want to run my weapon into his face so I can take 8 damage and then, you know, hit him with the Fire Elemental. That all seems like pain. So we're going to Flame Strike. We're just going to Flame Strike that off the board. We're going to attack with that, and we're going to attack with that. We're getting closer and closer. Next turn, we'll be able to use our weapon like right away and then use our hero power to clear off whatever he might put on the board. Sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. This whole thing is fun, man. This is pretty insane. I'm not going to lie. It's... It's pretty fun. You get to play with some really crazy random cards. I'll get a card pack, I believe, if I actually get a win. So, interesting. I've got him almost down to 30 health as well. I'm only 2 health behind him. I've got that big Molten Giant on the board, which I think is really limiting his options. He's carefully going through his hand. He's not sure how to deal with the Molten Giant, I feel. He's going to revenge. Is he going to revenge and execute? Does he have an execute? Did he get an execute from Wild Magic? He's going to Starfire. Okay, he's have to use a lot of cards here trying to remove this Molten Giant. If I could just draw another Molten Giant, that'd be great, because they're all going to be free. Because I've taken like 28 damage or something. Alright, a scary little 3/5 and a Dragon Consort. Alright, now how do we want to deal with this? Oh, what in the world is that? Alright, costs 1 less for each damage your hero has taken. Oh my god. So once I get really low in health, I'll be able to summon a 20/20. I don't know who that is. Golmag? That's just scary. Okay. How do we want to do this? Do I go face? I honestly want to burn first. I agree. Alright. Deal 2 damage to all other characters. Oh, that doesn't really help me out too much. Deal 3 damage. You know what? We're gonna go face. We're gonna rush face hard here, ladies and gentlemen. And let's summon you for the sake of summoning you. And let's go face, which is going to make it so I actually get my new hero power. Which I guess I couldn't have summoned the guy. I could have gotten rid of my weapon and then used my Die Insect first. So now that I have Die Insect, I'm pretty happy. I think I'll be able to use that pretty well as I have an 8/2, a 6/5, and a 5/1 on the board. It's a lot of damage. If he has an AoE, of course, that's going to wipe off a lot of my little fiery guys, but he's going to have to do something. He's certainly going to have to answer this somehow. I'm not sure how he's going to do it. Phantom Knives, that'll work. That gets rid of the 5/1, but I paid 2 mana for that 5/1, so I'm not too upset about it. Now what's he going to do? He can trade. Whenever a player plays a card, Magnetron deals 2 damage to them. Ooh. Alright, Dragonkin Slayer. Okay, suddenly he has a big scary board. Suddenly his board is kind of scary, yeah. Is he going to trade his 5/5 into the 6/4? I would personally, but he may be tempted to go face. Nope, he's going to trade. Okay, good job. Alright. Good thing I have my hero power. You would go face. You would. You legitimately would go face in that situation. Alright. I think we Lava versus face, which is going to deal 2 damage to me, but then we're also going to Core Hound Puppies, which he's going to deal 2 damage to me. Okay. So he's going to deal 2 damage to the player. That's how that works. Whenever a player casts a card, Magmatron deals 2 damage to them. So it's to me. I thought whenever I played like a card, it would do 2 damage to that card I put on the board. That's how I thought it was initially when I first read, but I guess I read too quickly. But yeah, with my hero power and the guys we got on the board here, plus Baron Geddon, we're in a pretty good spot. He's down to 6 health, so he's going to have to do something. And yeah, if he were smart, he would have ran that into me, because this guy also damages the minions next to whoever it attacks. So with one swing from this guy, he could have killed both my guys and attacked face with his 7/7, but he didn't really see that. I think he's kind of panicking and just as confused as I am. I can't blame anybody who is, gets confused in here, because I don't know these cards that well. It's pretty nuts. Pretty fun, too, I gotta say. Let's play with this a little bit. Oh, Chromagus, Alright, he's dealing 2 damage to himself whenever he plays a card. That's brilliant. Oh my goodness. Okay, so cast Corruption on all other minions. Lucifron, you big old beast. Now, actually, we have quite the chance at lethal. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on now. Alright, how do we want to play this? Because he has a lot of damage on the board. I could potentially win with my hero power right here. There's going to be a 25% chance that I win right there. My idea is I can put out Baron Geddon, which is going to take him down to 2. He's going to have to trade, but he has 19 damage already on the board of my 28, and I don't want him to pull any shenanigans, so we're going to play this, which doesn't go face, but that's okay. Now we're going to Lucifron, which is going to cast Corruption on all other minions, which, ladies and gentlemen, makes it so Chromagus, as well as that guy, are going to die at the start of my next turn. At the start of the corrupting player's turn, destroy this minion. So these guys are dead next turn no matter what, which is great, which is silly that, I mean, he traded right there just to get him off the board, because I guess he had to do that now that I think about it, but these guys are going to die, so he needs to put minions on the board, otherwise my hero power kills him. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I can also get out my 20/20. Alright, so that's a GG. Whee! Alright. So that's how we win as Ragnaros. Oh, I can't level up my Ragnaros? That was fun. And I got a card pack for that. Sick! I'm not gonna lie, that was very, very, very fun. Alright, and actually counts towards my victories too. Alright, so I got my free pack. And I guess it'll tell you how much you can win just by continuing on with this. But yeah, I think we're gonna open up that pack, and then I think we're gonna go back in and see if we can get a game as Nefarion. That might be fun. Now what do we get here? Huh? An epic? Alright, so we got an epic. We got a Demon Fire for the Warlock, Worgen Infiltrator, a Battle Rage. Let's get our rare. Our rare is going to be a Doom Guard for the Warlock. And our epic is going to be a Shadow Form for the Priest. Your hero power becomes deal 2 damage, right? So basically, it allows your Priest to, instead of heal 2 damage on anything, it does 2 damage to things. And if you play Shadow Form again, your hero power becomes deal 3 damage, which can be potentially very powerful. But of course, you're going to be spending a lot of mana to be able to do so. So it's just kind of a neat card. I tried to make a Shadow Form deck, I believe, in the past, but I couldn't really get... trying to devote your entire deck to being a Shadow Priest doesn't necessarily work out very well, but it appears that almost all of those cards were repeats, so let's get some dust out of those. And let's head back into the Tavern Brawl. That was pretty fun. Hopefully the next... I love the sounds in here. Hopefully next game we get will be... I could play as Nefarion, just to play around with those cards. Although I must admit, as somebody... I know this we sound like a pyromaniac, but as somebody that likes fire cards, I don't know. I like all the fiery cards that they had. Playing as Ragnaros, that was pretty fun. I really liked a lot of the cards that were there, and all the Molten Core themed things, as compared to what I'm assuming are going to be Black Wing Lair themed things, and the Hidden Laboratory stuff that you get as Nefarion. But it looks like I'm going to be Ragnaros again. Ragnaros versus Nefarion again. Ooh, Son of the Flame. Holy... Whew. Oh, I'm keeping all of these. Now, I want to watch, because last time, he started off with a ridiculous amount of mana. I'm not sure what he did to do that. A 6/6 with taunt for 2. Are you kidding me? This is nuts. Oh, this is like a fire elemental for 3 mana that does 6 damage on his battle cry. Now watch, he's at 0 mana. I'm watching that 0 mana. He's got 30 armor, and I've got 60 health. So he's got armor, I've got health. Fair enough. He starts off with 5 mana. Yeah, look at that. He starts off with 5 mana. He puts out a big Chromatic Drake, which is going to be a 7/7 for 4. Very scurry. But I can put a 6/6 with Taunt out, which really isn't going to help too much. Okay, that's a very scary start. What we're going to do is we're going to coin. We're going to put up that big scary taunt there. All right. And I'm going to take 7 damage to the face on turn 1 because I don't know. It'll make it so if I can trade, he's going to get a random spell with his hero power. So I think the thing of it is Ragnaros has a ridiculous amount of like good value cards for low mana, and he just has like cards that cost regular mana, but he starts off with a lot more mana than I do. I think that's the situation. Now, I think I want to get out my 5/1. I think I want to attack with this because I want to keep on hitting him with Sulphurous here, so I can get to my new hero power, which is deal 8 damage to a random enemy, which is very powerful. So I want to swing with this weapon as much as possible, definitely. Can you imagine if this weapon was a weapon that you could use in the game? Alright, you're going to put out that. I can trade pretty efficiently for that, and I can also... Whoa! A 4/5 with Wind Fury, you say? Wait, that's deal 3 damage, or deal 6 damage? Yeah, wait a minute, I don't even need to trade. We can do 6 damage to you, get you off the board completely, and start smacking some face. Then next turn, I can get out another 5/1 and throw out a 4/5 with Wind Fury for 2 mana! Holy, these cards are nuts! These cards are insane, and so much fun, guys, so much fun. Another Chromatic Drake, a big 7/7. Now what we got? Shadow Flame. Destroy minion, deals damage to all enemy minions. Alright, that's good trading right there, I suppose. What is this? High Justice Grimstone. At the start of your turn, summon a legend. Oh, I'm putting you out. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You're going out right away. At the start of my turn, I get a legendary? Unless he has a way to kill it off. Unless, and please, unless he has a way to kill off that guy, I get a legendary at the start of every turn. Please don't have a way to kill him off, because that could just be so much fun to have like just a random legendary show up every turn. That sounds like a lot of fun. Come on, don't have answers. Come on, don't have answers. Don't have answers. Don't have answers. Come on, don't have answers. He doesn't appear to even be looking through his cards. He looks to be very confused right now, I think. Or maybe he went to go make a sandwich. Entirely possible as well. Entirely possible as well. Well, he's going to have to do something here soon. And I think in the meantime, we're going to play with the Blackrock Mountain board, which is going to be clicking that, and that changes weapons. It can also change the shield if you use the forge enough. Yeah, it changes the shield. And of course, you can splash water onto the hot anvil. No! Okay, that bite's not enough. That bite's not enough to kill me. I don't think he has the answers. No, come on. You got 3 mana left to play with. He doesn't have the answers. Free legendary. And I get Hogger! And Flameheart, draw 2 cards and gain 4 armor. I can use that in combination with the Whirling Ash. This is nuts. This is nuts. Whee! All right. Now we're about to get some gnolls. Freaking Hogger, man. I love it. I love it. Hogger the legendary. At the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 gnoll with taunt. Not the greatest card, honestly, when you're playing constructed, but he's a lot of fun when you can get him working. Now the question is, will he be able to... he's going to kill off my guy that gives me free legendaries. Open the gates. Fill your board with 2/2 whelps. Boy, if I had Flame Strike and enough mana to cast Flame Strike, that'd be great. Alright, so we get a Gar. How do we want to do this? How does we want to do this? Well, I think... I agree, Ragnaros. There's lots of things we could do. So I could kill off 2 of them with the Whirling Ash, because he has Wind Fury, of course. I can kill off 1 of them with Hogger. I could trade 1 of the Imps, I suppose, but that's really... none of that's going to be very efficient. I think we get Gar out there. I think we attack off 1 of these. And I think we take off 1 of these. I can't attack. Come on. Now we get you. Now we get you. And now we get you. Alright, now he's not going to have enough whelps to actually get through my taunt cards. Because, of course, with Hogger live, I'm going to be summoning another Gnoll with taunt. And if I can somehow do damage to Gar, he's going to summon 2/3 elementals with taunt. So, things are going pretty good, I would say. I also have my new hero power, Die Insect. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy. Sounds good. Sounds good, man. What are you going to do here? Alright, he's going to Blackwing Corruptor down to get rid of Hogger. Understandable, understandable. Divine Spirit! So you make you a 5/8, I see. I can still kill it. I can still kill it. Just not very efficiently. And the Flame Strike, alright. Well, that doesn't really help me a ton, to be perfectly honest. Well, it does. It does. It does help. Okay, so we Flame Strike. Alright, that does that. Then we kill off that. We trade... Oh! I should have attacked... It says here, I should have attacked face first. I should have attacked face first and then killed him off. But, whatever. Mistake's a mistake, I admit it. Drat. Missed out on 4 damage. He's going to hero power. Guard be a good legendary, I think. That'd be a fun legendary to have. You have to increase his mana cost, I think. He'd be fun. Alright. Holy rat. Draw a card and deal damage equal to its cost, and I happen to kill it. Okay, so now I wish I had my Flame Strike, because filling his board with those taunts is pretty nuts. Yes, yes, let the games begin indeed. Living Bomb, choose an enemy. If it I have to choose an enemy minion, which is really annoying, because whatever minion I choose to put the Living Bomb on, he's going to run it into something, so that doesn't really help me out too much. I agree, Ragnaros. What to burn first? Alright, so let's kill off 1 of them. Now let's kill off 1 of them. Let's kill off 1 of them. Let's kill off a random guy. That's going to be him. Alright, so we're going to be able to we're able to take care of that whole board pretty easily, sadly. Living Bomb, though, just wasn't going to help me right there. Because whenever I were to put the Living Bomb on, he would just run it into one of my taunts and then kill it, and therefore the Living Bomb won't take effect. Now there we are. That's how you deal with that's how you wipe an entire board. He's got 10 mana. What is he going to do? He's going to Chromagus, which... Can I kill Chromagus? I can Living Bomb Chromagus, certainly. Oh, I can kill it. I can Fire Elemental and run my other Environmental into it.
You will perish in flames. Sorry.
You will perish in flames. Sorry. Okay. So what do we do here? 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 Oh, what do we do? Well, 50-50 chance. And see ya, Chromagus. And we get out a 6/6 with Taunt for 2 mana. And then we summon 2 2/4 Corehound pups. Then we attack base. Alright. I like this. I like this a lot. At the end of each turn, summon all Corehound pups that died this turn. Oh no, that's like the first boss in Molten Core, where you have to kill all the Corehounds at the same time. Balistraza, what's he do? Your cards cost 3 less. Oh no. He needs to die. Shadow Flame. Lava Shock. Well done, man. Well done. Alright. Well, let's try this. Alright, that's going to go face. Understandable. And now we're going to Living Bomb. And we're going to end turn, because if I throw out the Son of the Flame, he's just going to kill it. So I'm going to keep the Son of the Flame out. I gotta say, this Ragnaros deck, pretty OP. I'm liking it, though. It's very fun. Mage Secret, huh? Now, what could that be? I wonder if it's a mirror entity. Is that the name of it? No, mirror. No, duplicate. No, mirror entity. Is that it? Is that the name of the secret where you throw out a guy and it summons a copy of it for his side? I think that's mirror entity. I could be wrong. I think it's mirror entity, and mirror image is the one where you summon 2/0/2 taunts. Am I right on that? I don't play a mage, obviously. I don't play a mage at all, so the names of stuff they have certainly confuse me. Lay on hands, alright. Get yourself some health there, and draw 3 cards. That's pretty good overall, and it was free, because his cards cost 3 less, so you still have 8 mana to play with. You got 3 new cards to look at. Are you grounding me, boy? Alright, Blackwing Technician. He has another dragon still in his hand. Okay. Well, he's about to blow up. See you later, Balastraz. And Kablooey? Yeah! Alright. Now, we've got to play around it. So what we're going to do is we're going to Lava Burst. Well, okay, so there we go. It's a Spellbender. That's not what I thought it would be, though. I thought it'd be the counter spell. Alright. You want to get cocky with the emotes? We'll get cocky with the emotes. We'll get cocky with the emotes. How about that? How about that? How about we get a couple 8/8s, a 6/3, and 8 damage to your face all in one turn? Greetings. I don't understand. Either I'm getting very lucky with these games so far, or this Ragnaros deck is just insane. I'd believe both. I believe I'm either getting lucky, or I'd also believe that the deck is just broken. Who knows? Alright, you got another Lay on Hands. I don't know if he gets that by default, or if he's just getting lucky and getting it from Wild Magic, which gives you a random spell from any class into your hand. He could be getting lucky and just so happen to be getting those. It's possible. Alright, so 8, 16, 8, 16, 22. I could do 30 damage to him. If I hit face with my hero power this turn, I win. Oh, he's gonna Lava Shock. That's not gonna do enough to kill me, but it's gonna unlock your overload mana crystals. Now, here's the question. Big Bad Baron Geddon. Alright, now here's the question. Do we win right away? 1-3 chance. Alright, we didn't win right away. It's okay. Run you into you. Hero power use that 3 damage to your face, and run 2 big scary Molten Giants into you. That's 10 damage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Baron Geddon, man, I like him, but there's a lot of situations where I just don't want to play him because it hurts me more than it helps him, or helps me. Hurts me more than it helps me. That's what I meant to say. Because at the end of my turn, dealing 2 damage to all other characters, that could be good if he's got like a big board. Like for example, if he summons a board full of whelps again, but right now if I were to put him out, I'm just gonna periodically hurt myself. Electron, all spells cost 3 less. Interesting. A Big Bad Chromatic Drake, he doesn't have answers. That's GG. Circle of Healing. It's going to restore 4 health to all of his minions. And by fire be purged. Oh no! By fire be purged! By fire be purged! Ragnaros, man, so much fun. So much fun. Well, I guess this counts as any class, so I'm going to be completing a quest, I suppose, here for doing this. I really want to play as Nefarion. That's the point, man. I want to try the Nefarion deck. The Ragnaros deck's a freaking blast. Don't get me wrong, but just for the sake of trying it, and for the sake of the video, of course, I want to, I want to play with the Nefarion deck as well. Am I going to get Ragnaros again? It seems random. All right, I'm Nefarion. All right.
This is Ragnaros.
Ragnaros.
I will have my revenge, dragon. I am the master here.
Blackwing Corruptor. You're holding a dragon deal. Okay, so I have a lot of dragons in here. Whenever a player plays a card. Yeah, I think we take we'll actually get rid of the Corruptor. We'll keep these two. I start out with 5 mana, I believe. Shadow Flame, destroy minion, deals damage to all the guys. Okay. So the idea here is I put out the Dragonkin guy right here at the beginning. It's going to put a 4/6 and 2 2/2s on the board on turn 1, which is pretty scary. But of course, we were just playing as Ragnaros a bunch. I think we all know how scary Ragnaros can be. Alright, now what do we got here? He's going to coin. What are you coined into? You're going to hero power me? Oh no, the big 6/6 taunt. Well, what we got here in terms of options? I can deal 3 damage, then trade that, and then Chromatic Drake. It doesn't seem very good. We'll run these 2 into you. We will Chromatic Drake, big 7/7, and we'll hero power here at the end, which is going to give me an arcane shot. Oh, so no matter what, the spells that I get from here cost 0. Okay, so those lay on hands were just part of the Nefarion deck itself because it cost 3 mana, I think. Yeah. Well, cool. So I get all these free spells that cost 0 mana. That's interesting. Yeah, I can arcane shot down that 5/1, which is pretty good. That's all he really had. That's all he could do right there. Awesome. Onyxia, right on, right on. All right, so we kill off that. Easy enough, right? And we could Shadow Flame. That just is silly. Let's hero power, get some more spells in here. Unleash the Hounds. All right, all right. And let's just deal face here. Let's get down there. Of course, we gotta keep in mind that when we're facing Ragnaros, he's gonna have those Molten Giants like what I had. Because of course I just played a bunch of Ragnaros. But yeah. You gotta keep that in mind, but still, I mean, I guess you can't really you can't pussyfoot around it, right? You just gotta keep playing and just take each play 1 turn at a time, right? You gotta make big time plays. He's gonna kill off that. He's just gonna keep chipping away at my armor. I'm okay with it. Shadow Flame doesn't really help me. Rend Blackhand is going to come in handy, I think. Onyxia next turn, definitely gonna come in handy. Let's hero power, see what we get. And we get a Siphon Soul, which is going to restore health to me, which doesn't help because I haven't lost any health. I've only lost armor. That's not good. How do we want to do this? Yeah, so, I mean, screw it. It costs 0, right? It costs 0. That's the way I see it. So let's just go ahead and I don't want to play Magnetron because that would literally make it so all my whelps from Onyxia just don't work next turn. So we'll just play it that way. We'll just play it that way because keep in mind Onyxia summons or fills your side with 1/1 whelps. And if I had Magnetron already on the board, it would just kill off all the 1/1 whelps. So I don't think that would be necessarily the right move. I'm waiting for him to get up to the point where he can put out a legendary so I can Rend Blackhand it. Alright, Toxitron. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Not really something I want to be having, but I do want Onyxia. You dare challenge the daughter of Deathwing. Look at all them whelps. Well, got big old Onyxia out there. Actually, what did I just kill? What did I just kill? I ran someone into something. Ah! Lava guy! I could have Shadow Flamed and killed off his board by Shadow Flaming my Chromatic Drake. Ah! And he Living Bombed me. Which is okay. I can Shadow Flame. Oh, never mind. So Shadow Flaming Onyxia doesn't really seem to make any sense whatsoever. So that's fine. I'll still be able to smack her in the face for 8, and I'll be able to trade one of these whelps in Ooh, I like this card. That card is scary right there. The Dragonkin Slayer also, it's kind of like the Foe Reaver, but the 6/6 for 6 also does damage to, like, AoE damage in Hearthstone, which is pretty nuts. Obvious thing here is we're going to run you into you. We're going to run all these guys into your face here. There we are. And I want to keep Ren Blackhand. We'll put out the big Dragonkin dude. And we'll draw another spell, which is going to be a Silence. Oh, no! Silence! Woo! Big plays, ladies and gentlemen. Big time plays. Oh, Nixia lives. Oh, that's worth a sorry. That's worth a sorry. If all the spells in the game I get to silence, that makes it so my Nixia doesn't die from a living bomb. Oh my goodness, the plays. The plays. Can we get some hype? I need some hype in the comments for that one. Those of you guys that got this far in the video, I need to see some hype because that was insane. Of all the things to draw, man. Of all the things. We got Ren Blackhand. Oh, wait. Actually, Ren Blackhand won't even activate because I don't have a dragon in my hand. Oops. Well. What are you going to do here, Raggy? What are you going to do? Fire Elemental down one of my whelps? Alright, that seems kind of wasteful. Alright, though. He's gotten to the power where he can use his hero power. He's going to be using the big scary hero power. Does 8 damage to a random dude. So, just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty scary. Pretty scary. You gonna end off your turn there, Timmy? No? You're just gonna let it go all the way down? Alright then. Alright, I guess Michael. Alright, how much damage can I do this turn? Probably a lot. Now, that gives me 1 damage. Just keep that in mind. I don't know if I necessarily want to do it that way. None of these guys I really want to play, so let's get a free spell just to see what I get. It's going to be a Demon Wrath. Deal 2 damage to all non-demons. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so I can bite, which is 4 damage. So 4, that's 12 damage. That's 18 damage, 19. I can deal 20 damage this turn. 21, if you count the Unleashed Hounds. Yeah, I mean, why not? We'll play that. And I'm not going to Unleash the Hounds because that just seems silly right now. For the Spire. It's all minions and not actual people, and that's minions. Okay, so those things won't actually affect hero damage. I love how Ragnaros seemed OP when I was using him, but now that I'm facing like other people, it's like, oh, now suddenly Nefarion seems OP. I think maybe it's because there's no like skill-based, there's no, I want to call it skill-based matchmaking, because I'm so used to saying that from Advanced Warfare, but it's your matchmaking rank, your MR, I think, is that it? There's basically no, I don't think there's any matchmaking rank system here when playing the Tavern Brawl. I think it's just going to put you up against random people, so I'm probably not facing the greatest of people, but whatever. Or maybe if there is a matchmaking system, regardless, I'm happy. Alright, so I can do 7 damage this turn. Ooh. So, I could try and kill him off with Magnetron, but I don't think that's really going to work, so... Wait a minute. Yes, let's put out Kermagus. I'm probably doing this all wrong, but I just want to do this. Put out Kermagus, then draw a card, which is going to give me... Okay, so Kermagus, whenever you draw a card, put a copy of it into your hand. Apparently, this doesn't count as drawing a card, it's just adding a guy to my hand, but here we go. I could win right here if I get Huffer. And I get Leok, which is about close enough. And now I have Unleashed the Hounds, which will give me one guy, and there we go, GG. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got my 3 victories done. I played 3 games, 2 as Ragnaros, 1 as Nefarion, won all 3 of them. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of fun. I think that is pretty cool. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video of the Tavern Brawl here in Hearthstone. Apparently, how this is going to run is, I could be wrong on the dates, just bear with me here, but I think it's every Wednesday to Monday, I think, maybe, on in North America anyway, and that's gonna be like the run for the Tavern Brawl. Then it's going to be like 2 days where the Tavern Brawl isn't available, and then once it comes back up, it's going to have like new rules, new decks, new stuff going on. for us to play with, which I think is pretty cool. The first one here is basically Ragnaros versus Nefarion, and you get like your own decks with it, and you face each other, and what is a fun thing where you can actually complete quests and stuff like that while doing it, which I think is a pretty cool thing overall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below what is your opinion on Tavern Brawl. How are you guys enjoying it so far? If you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves, and hope you guys all have a wonderful day.